Sup, salute. Welcome to the stream. How y'all doing? So here I am, sitting here, rocking my Baphomet horns. This is about some some fake drama that came across my path this morning. So apparently, my good friend Snafu Snaps is out there repping for Satan, promoting the channel, but spreading a bunch of disinformation in the process. So Snafu, I appreciate you getting my name out there. I think you should keep running your mouth about me as much as you possibly can on as many channels as you can. So this is going to be a little intro for all the new viewers that you're bringing to my stream. Thank you. Make sure to sub. Grab a membership if you want. They're pretty cheap, like a lot of the content on this show. And make yourself a home. And first thing I want to clear up, yes, I am a Satanist. It's non-theistic Satanism. I don't believe in a supernatural Satanism, a metaphysical Satanism. It's strictly an archetype, an ideal, a personality ideal, a hero figure, etc. Hey, Doc, what's up? Salut. I consider myself a Christian Satanist because I also use the figure of Christ, sometimes the Holy Ghost. I draw on the Bible as well as classical works. So I'm very eclectic. It's more of a philosophical, rational, literary Satanism than anything else. Now, the horns. No, Baphomet is not a deer. These are not Baphomet horns. This is the Baphomet. I wish I had a pair of these guys right here. I would be the top gay on the walk. I'm not ruling these out, but this, not these, not this. But I do have some. Hang on, let me get Satan back. Sorry, Baphomet. Two distinct beings, at least in my world. I do have something closer to Baphomet horns, which I used to wear, and they broke. When I converted to Satanism, or discovered Satanism, that was an actual thing. It's classified by the IRS, the federal government, as a Christian denomination, by the way, so it's a real thing. I don't have to argue about it or defend it. Look at these babies. No, down with Lucky. Yeah, I think you need all of it to balance out the mythology. You need Christ, Satan. Because if you think of it, it's a tale of a father and sons. You have the enemy brothers, the patriarch. They're trying to curry favor with the disappointment of one son. In a way, it kind of mirrors the Cain and Abel tale. All right, see how these are broke? I can't even get them to stay on my head. But if I could, they would look cool like this. This, you could mostly get away with calling Baphomet horns. What drama are you dragging over here now? This is an open panel, by the way. I just had to clear up the I had to let people into my Satanism right from the goat's mouth. Because I don't know who or why anyone would take Snafu Snap seriously in the first place, but for those who do, now you know. You know all the stuff he don't know about me. What's up, Shift? Yeah, it's been quite entertaining lately. I took the day off yesterday and I got to sit back with the popcorn and visit a few other streams. And, I kind of miss dipping my toe in the mud now and then. It's fun, like a nice mud bath. It's good for the complexion. So I did that. But, again, like the problem with me, and this is definitely a me thing, it's a curse, really. Once I see the pattern, I lose interest. It just gets the same thing over and over to me. It's like a cat watching a ball spin around. Oh, it's just it's like a fractal world of never like constantly self-perpetuating never-ending drama, and you peel back one layer and there's a whole other layer of drama with different people underneath it, and you peel back that layer and there's even more drama with more people underneath that, and it just goes on and on and on out to the edges of YouTube. Yes, the circle, the flat circle. Hello, lost keychain. So it's like TV, like when you're flipping channels. If it's interesting enough, I can linger on it for a little while and get my little charge. But they're also not very good at it. That's the other thing. The critic in me comes out, and I notice all the ways they could be doing the drama way better than they are. But I get paid for that, and they don't come to me for it, so I let them do. All right, these are already starting to poke into my scalp. Because, see, it's this cut piece of plastic that came unglued. I guess I could shave it or something. But anyway, back to the Baphomet horns. I thought about doing them without today, actually, just because I like the look. I might leave them off for a little bit. Y'all could pay to have me put them on or something. So what's up in your worlds? It's a Monday. It's the beginning of the week. I'm still this tooth thing really knocked me out way more than I thought it was. I don't know if it's because I'm old or if that's just a powerful surgery. I still am kind of low energy, weak, little feverish still. Not 100%, but I can feel it improving. But like each day gets a little bit better. But I didn't expect this long of a recovery. I'm off the drugs. It's just straight Tylenol over the counter, which seems to be working. So good. But I still don't feel like I've returned to my bouncy, springy, happy self. So I just let my body do its thing. Yeah, I had teeth pulled. I don't think they were wisdom, but I had teeth pulled as a kid for the braces. But I don't remember the recovery being a big deal at all. I don't. I remember a lot of my childhood illnesses, chickenpox, some flus. I think I had mumps and or measles as a really young kid. One of them, maybe the mumps. Um, and I remember them because they made a strong impression on me. But teeth removal did not do that. I remember more the surgery itself, the needles, the yanking everything out with the pliers, than I remember the recovery, which tells me it probably was not that big of a deal. So I don't know why, as an adult, it's it's kind of like recovering from a cold or a flu. It's just taking forever, and each day gets gradually better, but you still feel it. Anyway, that's the update with me. That's pretty much all that's been going on. And I can't eat. That's the other my diet is reduced because I can't eat the foods I'm used to eating, like the frozen pizzas and all the frozen dinners and sandwiches and all that stuff. So I'm not getting the calorie intake my body's used to, and I think that has something to do with my energy level. All right, so I know in the news that, in fact, I watched a little bit of it. He was meeting with Zelensky and the world leaders, and it seemed like it was going okay. Like Zelensky himself was saying how I think we had a really good talk. I think we're going to come to some kind of agreement. I'm confident. So, what can I say? I was disappointed that he did something that disappointed me. Was it the? Yeah, like first of all, I don't think he should be involved in Ukraine at all, other than from the sidelines, just giving his opinion. His fingers are way too in the middle of it than I would like to see for me. Um, Ukraine is an autonomous, self-determining nation, so I don't think Trump needs to. He was very paternalistic toward them. Like you need to give up this, and this is part of a deal. You're not going to get this. Like Ukraine can work that out for themselves with like what they want out of their deals. They don't need Daddy Trump intervening and setting guidelines and restrictions on them. So that kind of turned me off about it. Well, th- that's because that's what gets the clicks and views. Nobody's going to tune in to hear how well everything went and how successful he was. There's a narrative that they have to keep going because they get a lot of money from keeping it going. It's audience capture. It's giving the audience what they want. Or for some reason they want this ghost story about Trump and the end of democracy. Meanwhile, the rest of us are living in democracy and enjoying all of its benefits, and I'm having a blast doing it. This is I couldn't do this probably in a not non-democratic country. And democracy in small d. I know we're a constitutional federal republic, but we're still considered a democracy relative to a lot of the other governments around the world. And our political process is based on a democratic political process. Much like the originators of democracy, the Greeks, the ancient Greeks, the Athenians, some of the city states. But we've grown way beyond those. I think that's one reason people look to Rome. And I think the Hellenistic Empire of Alexander the Great would be another model I would offer of large scale empires. Like at the scale we live at now, you can't use the city state model other than to organize small communities. But you could use something like an empire model, either Roman or Hellenistic. And so maybe that's why all these guys, these aspiring leaders of today and tomorrow, think about the Roman Empire so much. But they should look into the Hellenistic Empire too. That was really kind of the first empire where all the cultures started to mingle, and you got this creative ferment that comes from that. Very much like we exist today as well. In fact, in many ways, I'd say we're more Hellenistic culturally than Roman. All right, I did go live early today, so the usual crowd may not be around, or somebody else is streaming. Let's see who we can go visit, maybe. I'm off today, so I'm kind of in the mood to play. Oh, Neurojack, perhaps. Oh, and our friend Midbro. OTW's on. This what's his name? Modern Man. The one Jack went to visit. Modern Man Lost Again. Keeps cropping up on a lot of panels. Is he the newcomer? Okay, Neurojack's watching weird stuff like he usually does. Like videos that I don't understand. And Midbro Life Logic is watching men in spandex dance on screen. I'm not kidding you guys. The only reason I'm not sharing it, God, with their shirts hinched up above their nipples. The reason I'm not sharing it is because I'm worried it might be copyrighted. but in a way, exactly what I expected to see when I dropped in on his channel. Not to be missed. So if the audience is not here, it's not because they're at those two channels. And there's some channels that I don't follow that stream, like Vegas Valley and others. So there might be some of those streaming. Otherwise, come hang out here. It's an open panel. You can work on your mental health. You can talk about what's going on in your life. You can give your opinion on the world, politics, philosophy, the ultimate reality, either spiritual or, as I believe, completely natural. Um, you can sometimes do drama and gossip about other people if it's interesting and entertaining enough, and it doesn't provoke me to kick you off the panel. Here's somebody who's brought all of those at one time or another. He knows exactly what we're looking for.
What?
What's up?
What? What have I brought before? What? What are you saying,
You've
sir?
brought in depth conversation, you've brought entertainment, you've brought drama, you've brought all the categories.
Oh, that's
You're
just
very
because
well rounded.
it's the audience. You got to cater to your audience, sir.
Yeah, and I don't know how to do that other
Of
than
course you
whatever
do.
they type in the chat. I don't even know who my audience is. I have so many hate watchers.
Well, hey, haters are watching, so
They
it's up
sure
to 'em.
are, as long as they sub. I don't. They can hate from afar. What's up with you? Are you working
Uh,
today?
oh yeah, I just got done like an hour ago.
Oh,
So
you at your
fun time.
house or driving around?
No, I just cashed my check and then I stopped at the store so my wife can go spend my money.
Oh, well, what's new?
Nothing, same shit, different day.
We got our court jester. Hey, Joe. I need another name for you because there's so many Joes and Joeys and JoJos now. Should I call you Joe 3? That's awkward.
Joe 3.
Haribo.
So I do
Jobo.
gotta ask, what's up with the? Why did you get rid of Gen X Jeff on your title? Or has it never
No,
been?
that's what Snafu calls me for some reason. I just thought it was cute. He's out there promoting my channel. And so I thought I'd help him out a little bit. He
Oh,
calls
I
me
get it.
Gen F Jexx. And
I
he
get it.
says that I promote Satanism and I'm a corrupting, destructive force on society. He tries to go around and shame and guilt anybody that associates with me.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that that promote corruption on this fucking platform, and I don't think. I mean, yes, you wear the antlers, and that's weird enough. But with that
Baphomet
being
horns.
said, I don't think you promote some of the bullshit that some of these other people do. I'm just saying. Just saying. And if you've been around long enough, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking.
we promote love here
Well, I don't know
and
about that
harmony
now.
and community.
Community, yeah, I'll agree with that.
Okay. Well, that's the
What type of
start.
community?
Community
What
is
type
the
of
doorway
community? I
to
don't know.
love. Huh?
I said, what type of community? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure I know either, but I love it. So, it's a
Yeah.
success beyond my wildest dreams when I started this.
Well.
Well, so what give us something. Are you well, you're here. Last time we saw you, I think you were being abducted. You were out on the
Oh yeah,
sand
yeah,
at night with that guy.
yeah. I just got back. Yeah, I just got back from my abduction.
Oh.
Uh, yeah.
Well, you know what we all want to know.
No,
Probe or no
no.
probe?
No probe. No
No
probe.
probe. Okay. Maybe
No.
next time.
I think there might have been some brain surgery, maybe some fucking dissection, but I don't think there was any probing. I'm pretty sure.
That's an improvement. They fixed you up.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
more people should get abducted.
Fuck, man.
Free healthcare.
Dude, I've been so busy fucking working, I don't even have time to get a fucking haircut. I need a fucking
Oh,
hair.
you, as short as yours is, you could get by with clippers.
Well, I probably could, but
Just like do the sides, touch
I
up the
still like a
sides.
nice high and tight.
Yeah, I do too. Those are hard to keep up, like the actual ones. I used to get them,
Well,
and
yeah,
you had to
yeah,
put
no
this
shit.
grease in your hair.
What? A high and tight?
Yeah, the
No.
official, like the real one, the military ones.
Oh,
I'd go to the
well,
old
I
man
never did.
barbers, like the old men, and he'd do it for me. And then he'd
Well,
give me the
yeah, but
cream that you put in to keep it looking that way.
well, my hair's. I'm just blessed that my hair is. I can form it that way and it will stay. I get what's called a white boy fro. It'll grow like 4 inches straight and then drop.
Oh, like Beavis or Butthead? I guess you'd
Yeah,
be
pretty much.
Beavis.
So,
Yeah. Well, you get to an age where you do what you can with it, with what you got to
well,
work with.
that's it now. Like when I was in my teenage years and in my 20s, it was every 2 weeks, guaranteed, I was doing something to my hair. Now, I'm lucky if I do it every 3 months.
Oh.
Well, that's just because I'm fucking busy.
Where do you get your hair cut? Is there's like a hometown barber?
Yeah, there's a guy. He moved here from
Floyd.
Connecticut, but he I don't know. He's all right, but he still is not. I'm used to a Dominican dude that cut my hair, so like I got a really good job like lineup. You know what I mean from
Oh.
him. But this guy here, he does all right, but he still don't know how to use that straight razor to get a good clean edge. You know what I mean? Like to me, the line on a haircut makes all the difference.
Yeah,
So
especially if you're gonna pay a certain price. I don't mind if it looks like a cheap clipper job if that's what I'm paying for. But if I'm paying for something more, it needs to look like it.
yeah, if I pay somebody $10, I expect a $10 haircut. But if I'm spending 40, $50 for a cut and shave, you fucking better believe it better be some top shit.
They better get those lines and those fades. Spick.
Yeah.
So what you got tonight? Just dinner with the family?
Yeah. Well, my kid, she's got volleyball tryouts tonight.
Oh, I love volleyball. That's gonna be fun. You going?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm being summoned. Hold on. I'll be
Oh,
back.
okay. All right. Well, we had a guest that qualifies as a panel. So, by the way, I turned yellow last night. I was doing good for a while, and honestly, it's like Clue. It could have been anybody, any one of us. When I think about the content, even myself. But then this morning it had turned back to green. Like it went back green. I don't know why. So I think I'm doing good. No violence, graphic violence. We don't need to hear the gory details of your stories. Most of you are involved in some very violent pasts. Um, Drugs, especially recreational, and of course, what that's the only time we ever talk. Like, what are the types would we even talk about? And graphic sexual details. We don't need those either. As tempting as it can be at times to give them. And kid, that's the other one. Kid, nothing. This is not a kid channel. This is an adult channel. There's no conversations about kids that need to happen here. And this is not people's court either, where you come and accuse people of all this criminal activity. I'm not the authorities. You're bringing it to the wrong place, so leave all that off of here too. All right, there. I think I covered my guidelines. My satanic rules for hell. Hell is for children, well, not here. Shift, what's up? I'm surprised you're up because you were up all night and then you streamed this morning and now you're here. When do any of these people sleep? Or do they just turn their AI on? But AOL was the same way. I'm not kidding. Like, we were on that thing 24 hours a day. You could pull it up at 3 in the morning, and you would know everybody in that chat room. Oh, hey, Paddleverse. Oh, thank you. It is it is work. I'm glad somebody recognizes that. But I love it. It's work that I love. It's work that doesn't feel like work, which is my standard for when you're doing the right work that you're born to do. It's not going to feel like work. It's going to feel transcendent. Like you're fulfilling your entire destiny and life's purpose. And oddly or not so oddly, that's what the Panelverse feels like to me. Somehow I've always belonged here. Um, Along with the rest of all these weirdos. Because honestly, I'd leave. There's plenty of sectors of YouTube that I peek into and I'm like, oh, this is not for me, or it doesn't keep me or engage me. So I'm not stuck here. This is all by choice. If I wasn't getting something out of it, I wouldn't bother even being in it. What about like go work at security at Victoria's Secret, or go work for the FBI trying to catch porn, online pornography exploiters, or try hot dog on a stick. I don't know, but I can think of there's three options right there that I gave you. Just you gotta get creative. You gotta get in the right mindset, get some determination invested into it, some dedication, some grit. If that's truly your goal, if it truly reflects your desire, what you want, your vision for yourself, it is within your reach. You got to reach out and make it happen. Brain surgery. Actually, hang on. Oh, yeah, no, Leggy, the aliens. He said they did brain surgery on him. He got abducted, by the way. He just came back. He gave us a little update. He's eating pizza tonight or something. Oh, you're out of sync. Okay. Now I know how it looks to the outside world. Well, hello, Eddie. What's up? What's going on with you? If y'all haven't heard about Eddie or his channel, y'all should give him a like, a sub. He runs a mental health channel. It's content that a lot of you could probably relate to and maybe learn from, or somebody you know might be able to. So there you go. What's up, Eddie? When Eddie said he didn't like his teddy, we knew he was a, what's the lyric? Something kid. When he threatened my life with the switchblade. Not, oh, I better not even sing that. I'm probably gonna yellow myself. If not with content, with copyright. I'm not good at walking these fine lines, but I'm learning it's all part of leadership. What's up?
What's going on, Jeff? How you doing?
How are you? Salute.
You're doing all right. Hanging in there.
Hang it in
Saw
there.
you alive. Yeah.
What's going on? Is something, everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Everything's great. Everything's great. Got a trip coming up next week.
Oh, where you
Um,
going?
traveling back up north to New Hampshire for a week.
Oh,
Yeah, I got to go to Celebration of Life for my best friend. But
oh.
yeah, Dagmar, how you doing? Bart Robertson, how you doing?
Hey, Dag. Was that
So
recent?
yeah, my best friend was murdered last month. So yeah, sorry for the direct, but
How
can't.
you doing?
Uh, I keep asking myself why. Like he was trying to get away from a situation, and they ran him down. You know, literally how I said it. He tried to get away from a situation, and they ran him down. You know, I had a different mindset on why I was going to go up there, but plenty of people got into my head and said no because um, you got to be there for the family. So when I go up there, he's got kids. Got to be there, show my support. So, but if you met this dude, Jeff, amazing guy, amazing. He was an amazing person, human being, an amazing human being. And it's like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? So I'm going to be covering his case eventually on my channel. What transpired, how it happened, who got
Did they get
arrested.
the people who did it?
They got one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they got one of them.
So there's a chance of justice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's deep. That's
That's why, like, I go live. I haven't been myself because I got this trip coming up, and it's surreal, dude. You don't want to believe it, but it's real
I
because
know.
you talk to his oldest daughter all the time, and you've talked to his mother, and you know it's real, but you don't want to believe it. So the reason why I'm going for this trip is to get closure, say my piece, and celebrate his life. So
Like for mental
it
health.
is, yeah. It's
It splits your reality. I went through the same thing. You're living in the before and the after at the same time, and every day you have to reprocess the new reality because your mind
when I
still
was
is in the
when I
old.
was stuck between a rock and a hard place. He was there for me.
Well, you're gonna do what you know he would want you to do. I have no doubt of that. So
Yeah.
that's that's all that's left. Oh man. Chuck, thank you so much. Let's take a look at who our new people are. KT, I think. Yeah, I know KT. Ladybug, Sam P, Jack Talcott, Polyester Jumpers. I don't know who you are, but you sound fun. Stop by. J Dub, Sergeant Pepper, Dino, Snow, and looks like that's it. Thank you, Chuck, very much. And how are you? Thank you. When's your trip?
I leave Wednesday.
Oh, okay. You driving?
Hell no. That's 13 states. I'm
Okay.
flying. A 24-hour road trip, I will fly for a tenth of that time. It'll
Right.
take me a couple of hours to fly there. It'd take me a whole day to drive there. and that's without stopping.
How long you staying?
A week, a week.
Okay.
I'm going to the cemetery, pay my respects, and then the celebration of life to celebrate his life. So
Yeah, you're right. That is gonna be surreal and like not know what to expect moment to moment.
you know, that's why you got to cherish every moment in life. You got to cherish it because you never know what's going to happen. I have this thing on my this motto. Um, I share on my channel every so often. If you care about somebody, call them, text them, let them know that they're important because you never know when the next time you're going to speak to them. So if you got 5 minutes out of your day, reach out to your friend and just say hi. That's it. Just say hi. How you doing? You know, because that might be the last time you talk to them.
Then everybody's gonna be reaching out all the time. I used to do
Whatever.
stuff like that, but I'm very bad about that now. I don't like I think about it in my mind, but I don't like it's the execution now that's so hard. I don't know if it's technology or the culture how it's but people don't just expect to be texted out of the blue anymore. Like they used to get a phone call like, "Hey, it's what's going on? We haven't talked in a while," and they were happy to hear from somebody. And now it's like almost like an intrusion. So you have to have a reason to text somebody.
Well, seeing how they're doing is a reason.
I have friends that do it. They have like little text circles that check in on each other, text throughout the week. Maybe it's just text as a medium. I'd much rather pick up the phone and call someone, which I do. I have a small little group of people that we keep in touch by phone periodically.
Well, there you go.
But
But you got
but doing
family,
it with new
friends.
people is like adding to that is what's hard.
Well, it depends on how that new person has affected your life. You know what I'm saying? Have they affected your life in a positive way? And if they have, it shouldn't be that hard to just call and say, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, if it's an acquaintance, that's a different story because you don't really know the person. So I can understand.
Yeah, it shouldn't be, but it is. It's not hard. It's just laziness or something. Rationalizing myself out of it. But for some reason, there's resistance. And there used to not be because I was very much that person. I would keep entire friend groups together because I was the one keeping in touch with everybody and passing all the information along. Hey, pop soda. They did turn into Baphomet horns, disguised as antlers.
Disguised as antlers. Uh, so,
Yeah, well, just why you're going there for closure. So as long as you
yeah,
get that, you're the same age.
we were in our 40s, a couple years apart.
You grew up together.
Not really. We met later in life, but
Oh,
it was the connection we had. We were like brothers.
yeah.
You know, We 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 clicked right as soon as we met each other. We clicked. You know, I worked for him. Worked with him. You know, we worked for each. I worked for him. He was my boss. And then years later, he got a job doing carpentry, and I got hired with the same company doing the painting. You know, so we worked together. Yeah, I miss those days where when I was stuck in between the rock and a hard place and didn't have a place to live, he was there.
Hmm.
Just say that he was there when I was in a situation. When I didn't have transportation, he let me make payments on a vehicle that he owned. So, and he didn't have to. He didn't have to do half the shit he did. And I just never had a chance to repay him for the kindness he did to me.
Yeah, you you remember those times, or I do, when people those little kindnesses from people. In fact, sometimes like I think it probably means more to you than them. They're just doing a nice thing for somebody.
Yeah, I think it was to him, it was being nice and kind and caring. To me, it was more than that.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I've had that happen too, where like to me it was a turning point in the friendship. I invested a lot more trust after that because it wasn't like it's nothing I could have orchestrated or planned or it happened so naturally and spontaneously that it had to be genuine. And so those are the little signals that mean the most to go by when I'm trying to figure out people.
Yep.
Well, I hope it goes. You can never predict these things, but I hope it goes well. I hope it goes in a positive way and that you get something out of it.
We'll see, man. Seeing the kids is what's important and how they're doing,
Hmm.
how they're holding up. 'Cause you get three of them.
Oh, dear my, it's Frank. Welcome, Frank. I have no idea what you just typed. I have to go look it up. But I'm sure it's something heartwarming. Oh, look how cute. Thank you, Frank. It expresses you perfectly. Yeah, grief is hard, especially the sudden out of the blue kind, where it's the shock and the grief.
It is. It is. You know, and I'm past the shock. You know, it's time for closure, and then I'll grieve when it's time. I'll grieve when it's
It's
time.
good that you have that opportunity for that closure.
Yeah,
So,
not a lot of people get it.
yeah. Yeah. Ooh, man. But you are doing good. You seem very mentally healthy about this. You too, Frank. Hey. Frank's my
Fruity
trash
Pants.
candy daddy.
Peace and love,
Thank you.
Fruity Pants.
We go way back. I will say how or where. Actually, Frank was our OG troll. Frank's troll, y'all. Frank's y'all's game is nothing. Y'all's troll game is nothing on Frank's. The only reason y'all even take root here is because Frank's not around anymore as much as he used to be. Y'all don't have the competition. But Frank was the OG troll. He had this whole chat locked down under his troll kingdom. He was good at it.
I can't troll to save my life.
I I can do it most of it. I'm not trying, or even when I'm trying not to. It, but I don't have the instinct to consciously. I used to back in the AOL like the chat days, because I had other people doing it with me and it was fun. And I didn't like a lot of the people I was trolling anyway. But I like most of the people here. And I think I'm just older and more trying to be more adult, but I don't have the impulse to troll like I used to. I don't know, disrupting people's experience for no reason doesn't excite me like it used to. Now I like to watch the trolling and study it and learn from it and call it out when I see it so that other people can get educated. Or if it's exceptionally good trolling, I don't mind tipping my hat to it and appreciating a good troll. Because it is an art form, or can be, in the right hands, like Frank's and his little monkey fingers.
Yeah, I tried. I'm not gonna deny it. I have a sock account.
Oh, you do you come here with it?
No, no,
Okay,
no,
it's
no.
to go fuck with other channels.
Yeah, I have a sock account on YouTube. That's the only place. You know, I go into certain channels and I don't troll because I only spit facts. You know what I'm saying? When I come
Of
into a
course,
chat, I'm a factual troll. If that
but
makes any sense.
facts can be used to troll. You people control with facts.
Yeah, I don't bully anybody. Like if I know you're a grifter, you know what I'm saying, and you're manipulating people for money, I'll call your bullshit out.
But the way YouTube is set up, though, any like that could apply to anybody. Because anybody that
Well,
has a channel that's monetized that gets super chats could be called a grifter.
it see the thing is that when you're on YouTube and you're monetized, you're offering a service, and if people want to pay for that service, it's fine. It's when you lie to your community about things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah.
okay, when you sit there and say, "Oh, you at like say for example, right? Okay, say you were part or a friend of a creator, right? And you knew you were manipulated to believing this person, and then you find out later on they were using you. You know what I'm saying?
Like a partner, you're partnering with the creator.
No, I was friends with a creator. I was a mod for the creator. I was the inner circle for the creator, and the creator used to hit us up for money when they needed gas to get somewhere, or because they hadn't got paid from YouTube yet, or they were having tire issues, and they would make us feel bad. They would reel us
Oh,
in.
that kind of
You know,
grifting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they would go live and talk about it. After people in the circle just contributed money to fix the issue, they would go live and talk about it to get more money from the community. You know what I'm saying? That's grifting. Like if you came to me personally and said, "Yo, there's no way you can help me out." I'm a good-hearted person. If I'm friends with you and you're struggling, you know, I'll help you out. But then if you go live and ask the community for the same funds that I just gave you, that's grifting. That's begging.
Did you give enough? Like, were they wanting additional funds because it was expensive, or
No, they
they were
wanted money
double dipping
for a new tire, and I gave them money for a new tire.
and they went online to try to get more new
Man, they
tires?
did.
That is a little sneaky. Yeah, I could see that. I know there was some kind of grifting scandal with I remember her name, about a hospital bill. I think on Mel Pandora's or Cherry Tomatoes. And then I think she had to leave YouTube because she got busted.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
She like faked a hospital bill or something.
It was more of faking a mental health outreach, you know,
Oh,
and
that's
having
even
people.
worse.
Yeah, yeah. I was there for it, and I
Oh.
was there for the collapse.
But there's like, at least the part of YouTube I've been involved in, there seems to be relatively very little grift. Even Flo, I wouldn't call him a grifter. He's very transparent about what he's doing. Basically, give me your money for everything I could think of. And
For
he
Flo
doesn't try to
say
disguise it or pretend he needs it for shit. So I wouldn't call it grifting because he's so transparent about the terms. Hey, Zephyr, what's up?
like I let my community know I have a give send go for to get a Starlink and a better laptop. And my community knows that. And if they want to contribute to it, they can. If not, they don't have to. But I don't go live every day talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So if they want to donate to it, they can donate to it.
I'll contribute to it. Where is it?
It's on my channel. It's in my
All right.
description. You know, if
And I
people
have
want
all
to.
that too, by the way, audience. I just forget to talk about it, but it's also in my descriptions. And the advantage of that is, I don't know if y'all know this, but YouTube takes a third of what we get through YouTube, and these other sites like Cash App or Ko-fi, they don't take as much, so we get to keep more of the donation if you go through those sites. But either way,
Awesome.
I'm not going to turn down any of it.
Zephyr, awesome to
Is it
hear.
Cash App or Venmo?
It's give, send, go. Well, I have Cash App too.
Oh, let
Cash
me see.
App's
I
there.
don't see the Give, Send, Go thing.
I must have took it off. I probably did.
I see Buy Me a Coffee, Cash App, Venmo.
Okay, I left just those up there. I'll put the give, send, go.
Speaking
I have to put it back in.
of
I have to get Buy Me a
grifting.
Coffee. Oh, my
Oh, I'm
forever
sorry. That's
dear.
shifting. Hello, shifter.
Hello. Hi.
What's up?
Just wanted to say hello.
Oh, well, that's not. That's what we were talking about. Like checking in with people and seeing how they're doing and saying hi. That nobody really does that anymore.
I do. Well, I
Shift does
also
it all
wanted
the
to, yeah, it's kind of my
Just
thing.
don't make a habit of it. No.
Hey, I wanted to say Merry Christmas, Eddie.
time.
She's
I
so
wanted,
innocent.
I wanted to be the first to say it to you this year because, yep,
How does that make you feel?
I love Shift.
Joyous?
You know, whenever what's funny is I'll be in a serious conversation and Shift will come in and it'll just derail it. Just her coming in because I love her energy.
She do have that.
Oh my God, Scotty.
I'm all about that. I'm all about the derailing.
Well,
So
did you
like,
come up here to support Eddie's project? Goal of getting a Starlink and a new laptop.
I support him in all of his endeavors. I don't.
Oh,
What's Starlink? Is that like going? Do you want to like go move to the space station or something?
I think it's
I would,
just the internet,
if
like
I could move to the space
satellite. It's
station,
Elon Musk's thing, I believe.
Mm.
Starlink is for better internet. I live out in the boondocks, and the
Mm.
internet
He wants to
here
upgrade his
is,
connection, and
yeah,
Elon is the best option. Do you have fiber optic out there where you are?
dude.
That's a
They've
very
been
personal
they
question.
they they, they have one street left to run it on for it to work,
Oh,
and they
we
haven't ran it.
supposedly have it here too. I want to look into it
They ran
because
my
that's
whole
supposed to be
neighborhood.
even better than Starlink, right?
Well, it once fiber because it's underground. It's not above ground. It's underground. Once it's connected, then I won't worry about Starlink. I'll be worried about the fiber.
So it's
So
just temporary. But either
yeah,
way, like you're trying to upgrade, so
yeah, trying to upgrade.
that's a very reasonable ask, I think, for a channel.
Mm.
Shift disagrees.
No, I was just thinking about
I
like
was that
fiber
accent.
intake. No,
And you want to be on
I was
Elon's
thinking,
little
I was
space thing.
thinking about, I was thinking about roughage and about like cereal.
Oh,
I was just thinking about a
not all
different.
this technology crap. Some
Yeah,
other type of
sorry, I got
crap.
distracted. I don't feel well. Don't yell at me.
Why don't you feel well?
I don't know. I just don't feel well. You had
Like
your teeth
physically?
removed. Yeah, I don't feel good.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm grumpy.
I wish I could
oh.
come over there and take care of you, Shifty.
I wish you could too because I'm a mess. Yeah, it's
What
okay.
are you What are you talking about, Glockford?
In the chat, instead of it having our fun
Oh,
name, it's our URL.
I just noticed. Why is that? Why is it doing that? Is that a
So
setting?
yeah, YouTube did that. YouTube,
Is it
YouTube.
something I control? Can I
No,
change it?
no, it's different on every channel.
What?
Yeah,
What determines that?
YouTube does.
Hmm.
So sometimes it will let people have their fake names, and sometimes it forces them to show their channel name.
Yep.
I think there's it's like
Wow.
rolling out. I think eventually it'll all be in the form, but
It. Yeah,
Oh,
that
they're like phasing to this new. This is the new.
to the handles. Yes.
It'll help on the anonymity thing for sure, and all the
yeah,
socks. I don't
yes.
know if I'm opposed to it actually.
I,
Oh, see, I couldn't even tell. Shit, IG, you did good. You're handling your cold very manly in a very
you
manly
are.
manner.
I'm owning my grumpiness. I'm putting it out on Front Street because yep, super dogs.
And even at her
You can
grumpiness,
go
she's
ahead.
such a joy and a pleasure.
Oh, go on. Just kidding. Stop. No, just kidding. Go on.
Well, don't confuse me. You're sabotaging your own compliments and praise. So
You go,
self-defeating.
Gabby. No, I really came
Oh,
up.
is that what Twitch does? YouTube is, even though it's the largest platform, it seems like it's playing catch up with TikTok and Twitch and all these other less popular platforms.
Well, allegedly,
It should be leading and setting the standard, not playing.
Well, the crazy thing
allegedly,
is,
YouTube
you
used to
make
do
more
it.
money on those other platforms than you do YouTube, and they're playing catch up.
I tried on Twitch. I got ran off. And then me and Barney were going to try to capture the gay segment. And it was crickets, gay crickets.
Wait, what's a gay instrument? What do you think the most gay instrument is?
The flute.
The musette.
The flute.
Possibly the bagpipes. Definitely the harpsichord.
The what? Harpsichord? What's that?
Harpsichord, that little tinkly piano.
I think any
Huh.
instrument you blow into.
And
Ah,
the synthesizers too. It was always the gay that was playing them in the 80s bands.
unrelated, but just had what's that instrument that's like the invisible instrument where you just like play the air? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, no, that's air guitar. Or are
No,
you
no,
talking about
no,
the
no.
theremin?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That thing's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I
No,
think I've
but for
gotten to
real,
play
though,
with one of those before.
I came up here to just wish my sincerest condolences, Eddie, for uh, your friend, and just what sacred loss that is. I'm so sorry to learn of it.
Thank
So
you.
just wanted to send heart hugs your way.
Thank you, Shift.
Yeah.
Oh, so I got a new thing where I'm working on there, Jeff.
Oh,
It's 50.
what?
So I'm creating a new channel called Well the Thing Is Podcast. In the next, I'm thinking about after the first of the year, it'll probably be up and running. That's my goal. Um, Talking about music, movies, and games. So I'll have Well the Thing Is, and then I'll have the podcast. So two separate channels.
Oh, okay. Because you know you can turn your current videos into podcasts. There's a setting in YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep Well the Thing Is, my
It'll
mental
just
health
be like a
channel.
podcast version.
Yeah, I'm creating another channel specifically for the podcast.
Oh, cool. Same type of topics.
I want to cover movies, music, and games.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, video games. Talk about them.
Have you heard of one called
Mainly
Cult of the Lamb?
Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah, where you're this little demonic sheep that has to create a cult, and sacrifice cultists to the demon sheep god or something. It sounds cute.
No,
Oh,
It sounds cute.
it does. If you here, I'll show you. It even looks cute. I hope I don't get copy struck. I'm promoting
Hello.
their game. Why would they copy strike
Show
me?
me this real quick.
can I do a feature on your show called "Well, Don't Fall In"?
Look, looks very
Oh,
cute.
there is a cute little demonic sheep. Look at the cute little
Yes,
demonic
I
sheep.
think it'd be fun to play.
Ay, ay, ay. All right, I'm gonna hop down. All right, y'all have fun.
All right. Um,
Bye.
Take care. Always good to see you. A feature on your show called Well, I don't get it. Well, don't fall in. Is that for Well, the thing is? Well, oh, well.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
was funny, Zephyr. He is cute. I think it's just I think don't misgender the demons. That's not somebody you want to fuck with. I think it looked like a lamb. Aren't lambs female? I guess they can be any gender. I don't know. I took it as a little girl sheep, but maybe it's a guy. If it's a guy, it's not a very masculine, like threatening looking sheep. Demon sheep. I would improve that in the game. I would try to get my demonicness up a little bit. Because that little cute sheep's not corrupting anybody.
If it has
Oh my
antlers, it's
God, we
male.
have our. Oh, do what, Eddie? Yeah, get. Let me hear from you before I bring this person on, because our court jester is in the back.
If it's got horns, it's a male. If it doesn't, it's a female.
Oh, okay. Well, I better check. Let me see. Um, in the meantime, oh, This is not the court jester. This is the other person that happened to arrive at the same time. Hello. Let's check it with you real quick, and then I'll bring on the jester.
Who's the jester?
Oh, if you haven't met him lately, you'll be in for a treat. He's been hanging out here.
Oh, cool. I
Joe.
like funny people. Joe?
Oh, he's fun.
Joe's back? Different Joe or different Joe?
Very different Joe. In fact,
Cool.
why?
Fresh meat.
Let's end the suspense now. Welcome.
Good
Hello,
afternoon.
Joe.
You are good today.
My
Oh,
middle
what?
name is Joe too, but it's J-O.
I
Here,
can't tell if these are horns or
mine,
ears.
mine is J03.
J0.
Wow.
Can I just call you J0?
You can call me 0J or Z0. You can call me A-hole if you prefer. You can call me the C-U-N-T word. I've been called a lot worse, to be honest.
That's a lot of options. Okay, that gives me a lot to work
Well,
with.
you should
I love
always
that.
keep your options open. You know, should never limit yourself, Jeff.
Right.
Aria, Scott.
No, I'm English. I just live in Scotland, so I sound like this. Because if you don't assimilate in
You were
Scotland,
Scotland all the other times you were on here. Quit lying to
yeah.
this lady.
No. My surname is an English surname. I was born in Scotland, but I'm a firm believer that Jesus was born in a barn. It didn't make him a horse.
So you
Yeah.
don't
We
want to
take
be Scottish.
lineage.
I didn't know this part of your heritage.
No, I'm British. I was in the Scottish Army, which is part of the British Army. It's called the Scottish Division.
Get out
I was
of
in the
here.
1st Battalion, the Royal Scots, and since it was unified by a Stuart, which is the regimental tartan, being an Edinburgh battalion, we unified the UK. The UK is the Stuarts dynasty. It would not happen if it wasn't for James the First, or was it the Sixth? I can't quite remember. Depends what country you're in, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's hard to tell the difference. They were all brutal,
You know?
right?
Well, they
There's a
were
lot of
all related. They were all related.
yeah.
They were all related. You know, to be fair. Even
I
in World War
my
One.
family is Welsh
Well,
from Hawkshead, like near Hawkshead.
yous were
Yeah.
the yous were the first pitch tish pagan Celts to fall back in the day. The Welsh, to be fair.
Yeah, we left in like the 1300s, like just short of the Inquisition, I think. We headed over this
Yeah.
way
When all the
and
Vikings and all the rest of it had been done
lived
over
with the
with.
natives. Believe it or not,
That's
I'm
why.
not totally white.
Oh, believe it or not, it really doesn't matter. It
No.
only matters to people that fall for a fake modern day conundrum called there's only one human race, but somehow everybody's racist. I thought you had to have two to have racism, have two races. And since the scientists that split the genome up, one of them said there was 7 tribes of humans and every one of them was different, he got called a racist, to be fair, if I remember correctly. And now they say, because the other 2 understudies say, nope, it's all the same. But if you listen to the scientists and listen to what everybody tells you, one human race, but all the same, then how can you have racism? It is a fallacy. It's not logical.
It's more
And
like
being autistic,
tribalism.
well, no, it's more like culture. And if you're Hebrew and read it backwards,
Yeah,
it's
that's kind
your
of tribal.
right. Read it backwards.
What
Your
is that? An
cult.
orchid? What are you waving
Yeah,
at
my
us?
mom gave it
Oh
to me.
wow!
Isn't it pretty?
Beautiful. Hang on, let me see it.
So
I love that
pretty.
color. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm like, don't
Did you name
die.
her?
No. I'd probably just name her something silly anyways. You should see Kitchen. He's sleeping right now, so I'm not going to bug him, but he'll be awake soon. He's still a terrorist,
Kitchen.
What?
but he's a much bigger terrorist. My kitty cat. My little
All
boy
right,
kitty.
okay. I was about to say one man terrorist and other one's freedom fighter.
Yeah, I love him, but he is a terrorist. Although I was at my mom's and Kelly kept him, and so my arms are not all scratched up.
Oh,
They healed.
somebody else got the scratches for a change.
As long as you don't do them yourself, it's seemingly okay.
Yeah.
That was a bit
All
of a
right.
sick joke. I do apologize.
Joe, you gonna behave for a second? I'm gonna go grab some more coffee.
Yeah,
Take a
I'll
little
mute.
I don't know
I'll
what
mute.
this is.
Zephyr, I trust you to hold it down, and Eddie, I know I can count.
Oh,
on.
that's a mistake.
Oh,
I'm just
why?
kidding. Because I don't know what have is. How am I
Oh.
supposed to be it?
Have some mercy on my
But-
bladder. Let me be free.
Okay,
Hey,
go
Helene.
pee. Go for it.
All right.
Chop, chop. Get it out quickly.
Don't say chop chop.
Slap me. I love that you don't mind being called the C word because I call my friends that affectionately. I don't call anybody that derogatorily.
It's a
My
it's a
mom
it's a
really
UK
doesn't like it.
it's a UK thing where it's a sign of endearment, quite possibly. It all depends on how you pronounce it. To be
They
fair,
do it in Australia too. And me and my friend Zach, we came up with a very unique way of saying it. We go like cunt with a hard
oh,
T.
just call somebody a Tuesday. Just say shut it, yeah, Tuesday. Because if you go see you next Tuesday,
That's hilarious. There's
yeah, that's
kitchen. He must have heard me talking about him.
it's if you pronounce the T, over pronounce the T, yeah, right. That's when it becomes derogatory over here. But it's weird because in America you can use the N word and it's all right, but the C word is
I
really
can.
bad. But in the UK, the C word is really okay, but the N word is really, really bad. You know?
Yeah, I think that we should all just be able to use whatever words and none of them should be derogatory.
Well, the thing is, you know, a lot of Americans don't realize they're a constitutional republic, and the word democracy is supposed to be repugnant, like every one of the founding fathers said. But they all seem to think they are a democracy, and even the commanders in chief say we're exporting democracy around the world. I keep pointing out that ain't their democracy; it must be my king's democracy via that special international maritime law that Trump's been wanting to like take apart since he got back into Washington, the one that actually controls Washington from my country. To be fair, City of London.
You know, I'm more of an anarchist. If I have
Yeah,
to,
but anarchy.
I'm really a political nihilist though, because I just take care of my own shit and I stay out of other people's business
The,
pretty much.
the only thing about anarchy, right, for anarchists is, right, when you actually get down nitty gritty, most of them couldn't fight their way out of wet paper bag, which would mean under real anarchy, they're the first to go. The ones that shout for it normally
Yeah.
get hung first as well when you
Well,
think
maybe that
about
would
it.
solve some problems. I don't know.
Well, it depends. It depends. Like, do they anarch out too much and the government listen to them?
Am I still
Probably
breathing?
not. You know. You know what I mean? It's
I don't know.
a
Yeah.
conundrum. It's a conundrum because
Well,
we live in a society,
people
but
are
when
too
you
fearful
no, it's just
to
people
do it
aren't like
and
I
irresponsible.
was listening. I was listening earlier, right, and people were talking about grifters and people getting help and no deserving it and that. And I thought to myself, is it because you're just a soppy person who gets
Yeah.
easily took in by people, which means you are the mark, which means you should stop being fucking nice or stupid, whichever way you want to look at it, because it's the same thing when you get ripped off, when you get
I like
scammed.
being nice and stupid sometimes.
See, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
there are
but
people that are
if
givers, there are people that are takers, and there are matchers. And I think
yeah,
everybody should be a matcher.
but if you
Because,
think about it logically,
I'm a
right?
giver.
yeah,
That's
givers
just
get taken advantage of,
that's,
and you should really
that
stop
has
that
so
right
many
from yourself.
multifaceted meanings, I'm sure, for you, Jeff. To be fair, which I didn't want to
Yeah,
get into.
it's good to be
The
generous,
last
but
time
only
I
if
was
you can
on, you were
actually
talking
afford
about
it.
some weird guy that likes to eat things that ain't right. I'm
Oh
not going to
my
say
god!
it.
I'm sorry I even
You,
mentioned
you
it.
mentioned
God,
that, man. I did actually think to
of all
myself,
the things to stick in your brain.
yeah, man, that's why I kept snorting. That was pretty much haram, that stuff, man. That wasn't good.
I agree. I had the same reaction. I ended the friendship.
I don't want to know where you met that individual.
Online,
Stay away from the
probably
At least
onlines,
it was in
man.
your
gay.com.
brain, not somewhere else.
You know? But no, but if you get like, it used to be like years ago, it used to be if you got scammed, you never got your money back. You got told, well, you're stupid. That's your own fault. Now everybody believes that they're entitled to get it back because, oh, I never thought about it right. Oh, I was under pressure. Oh, no, that just means, oh, I did not take 5 seconds, take a deep breath, and actually think about what I could see.
Have you
Everybody's
ever been
too
scammed
quick.
before?
No, I've never been scammed before, to be fair. I've scammed a lot of people in my younger days. Like, I sold people plasticine instead of hashish when I was a child. And when they complained about it, I punched them in the face and told them, go away or I'll do it
People
again.
are taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've got to realise I grew up in a scheme in a city, in Edinburgh. You know what I mean? Like, I learned that
Is
violence
that where
solves
train
every
spotting
problem.
was?
Yeah, exactly. Train spot, and I'm an 80s kid, yeah. 1945 this year. You know what I mean? Just turned. You know? But we were ripping people off when we were 9-year-olds because Maggie Thatcher had decimated our country and stole our milk at school. But there's two different types of ripping off, aren't there?
Yeah, but you had like some gang started when you were 11.
Yeah, we started the gang. We were already in a gang called the YBT, the Young Broomhouse Team. But then when we went to high school at 11, we
Is
then
that
met other
kitchen?
areas,
Mm-hmm.
you
It
know,
is kitchen.
and then we started a
All
new one.
these feral animals that show up here. I love it.
He's a
Hey,
good boy.
But
oh,
you've
she's
got,
beautiful. Oh, she grew up very
It's a
nice.
but
he.
you're in a gang. You're in
Oh,
a
is it
gang, though,
he?
Jeff. You were in a
Me?
gang, Jeff. Yeah, of course
Oh,
you were. But you are a member of any associations at school, any clubs?
I'm not even in school. Oh,
No, no,
I
but you.
Friends
started.
Club.
You're right. I started a gang. I started the philosophy club at my university because they didn't have one.
Right, there you go. That's a gang. That is a gang. Religion is a
We were
We
gang.
were
gangsters.
smokers.
Anything, any use that say my culture, read it backwards like everybody else in the world did back in the day. Your culture. Your cult. It's your cult. It's your gang. That's your religion, your country, the creed, the like-minded people that you migrate to and have the same conversations. Everybody's in a gang. You just don't call it a gang. You call it a fellowship or a group.
A
Or
lodge.
you get, well, a lodge is another gang,
Or a
obviously, the
cult.
Scotch Rite. Yeah, or a cult. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Culture, your cult. It's always about culture. It doesn't make a difference what you talk about. It's always about culture, isn't it? That makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever. That's why I call it tribalism. It's what humans form the little groups that humans form themselves into. It doesn't matter what you call them. Any name will
Of
do.
course. Of course. And if you ever try and bring them all together again, we'll have an experience just like Babel. Because you're not supposed to do that, are you?
Yeah, well, I do have that experience. Every
No,
day
but
I'm on
you
here.
know what I mean. You know that's why we didn't talk the same.
Because YouTube is kind of like that. YouTube is the Babel where it's all coming together.
It depends where you're going. But you've got to
If I
remember,
find
Jeff.
him,
It's
he
more like a
attack.
pit than a tower, but
Yeah, but as above, so below, so they say.
yeah, penis vagina. What?
Well, that's
What
X
if
and
you're upside
There's
down?
what
barely a
about Z?
difference these days.
Well, that's not true.
If you're upside down, is it the opposite? Is it
I think
No,
so.
that
I don't know.
no, that was a joke when in Scotland when I was wee. They said I thought your dad was at the window with his beard on. It turned out it was your mum doing a handstand.
Well, I caught like 1/5 of that.
I got it.
You got it.
we thought your dad was standing at the window with his beard, but it turned out it was your mother
Oh,
doing
your
a
mom was doing a
handstand.
handstand. I get it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in her
He
combat
said it
boots.
quite quickly, so
Yeah. I didn't think I'd have to say it twice, and I thought if I said it quickly enough, I'd get away with it.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow when they make the final
I don't
judgment
think
on my
anybody will
color.
catch it.
How? What you been scalped for? What you been picked up on?
They never tell
Jeff.
you. They just turn you
Ah.
yellow, but you never know why. But you can have some good guesses. Now, if you watch the patterns of when you stay green and when you turn yellow.
One time it wouldn't let us type capitulate in the chat.
I remember that.
And it was only this channel. And I was like, that's weird. I even tested it
That
in other
was
channels.
weird. That was
Yeah, I
so
was like,
weird.
they wouldn't
That
let
was
anybody surrender to
spooky
you in
weird.
the chat.
And you've not got Nightbot installed or anything like that.
I don't think so. You don't have a Nightbot, do you?
What?
You don't have a Nightbot
Okay.
I
in
don't
the
even know what
chat?
that is.
It's
No.
like a bot that moderator, sort of, a bot moderator, or like.
Oh,
it
I had
adds-
something at somebody told me about Stream Tools or something like that, and I turned it on, but I couldn't get it to work right, so I think I disconnected it.
I made new ones. I don't know if you can read it.
Ooh, pretty. What does it say?
What's that say?
It says add sum.
Oh,
It's Latin. It means I'm present. I did that one, and then I did this one, which is allegedly, supposedly, which is kind of hard to read.
I can't. You freestyle all those?
Yeah.
I can't believe that. Wow.
Yeah, I took them to show my mom, and she bought me like a whole like bunch of them. I've got like this box of rainbow ones, and then I've got gold ones and silver ones. So I'm going to be making a lot of new ones.
Where do you get
That was
them at? Like the art store,
yeah,
craft
you
store,
can get them at like Joann's Crafts or Hobby Lobby or on Amazon
sponsorship.
or something.
Nice. Ooh.
I popped a hole in it with the
Wow.
hole punch. There's like, I made a bunch of different ones. I gave a bunch to my mom. You can't really
That's
see
so
the
trippy.
detail on it.
Hey, you still can't type capitulate in chat.
No way.
You
The-
What?
can't? Really?
Nope.
But capitulation is fine,
YouTube
which is
rejected
weird.
your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. But you said on other channels you can.
But you're
Yes.
a demonic channel, which means you're not allowed to capitulate toward Jesus the King. So no wonder it won't
I
let
can
you do it.
capitulate to anybody I want. What?
No, that's not what the devil says. The devil says you capitulate to him, bitch, and nobody else.
You don't know what the
That's what your
devil
horns are. Well, I'll tell you what,
How do you
right?
know?
Since I,
Have you been
well,
consorting with
you
him?
see, it's like, well, no. To be fair, I'm Roman Catholic, which means your Latin is actually against being a fucking anarchist. You're not supposed to be using the religious fucking Latin. You know what I mean?
You're
To be
talking to
fair,
me? I'm not an anarchist.
no. She
I
said
am.
Oh.
Zypher
Well,
said she was
you're
an
not doing
anarchist.
anarchy properly.
And then showed us Latin language that she does on the daily.
I'm gonna check my settings. Maybe I have
Sorry,
something set for
Zypher. You know
capitulate.
what I mean? It's just my
No
autism
need for
pulling out
apologies. Just
the
say,
obvious. You know what I mean?
oops. You're not really sorry, so
I
just say
do know
oops.
what you mean.
Whoops. No, but
Hi
that's probably
again.
why you can't
Maybe some
capitulate,
mod
Jeff.
put it in there. Let's see.
Nah, it'll just be because you work with the devil. The devil doesn't want you capitulating with anybody.
No, I don't have capitulate as a banned word.
Nah, it's the devil's work.
So YouTube is doing it.
Nah, it's the devil's work.
You know what this says?
It's
It
just
says
you, Jeff,
it says
because
turn
you're
on your
demonic,
blinker
Jeff.
So you can
signal.
put capitulation. You just can't put
You
capitulate.
just can't type
You
capitulate.
can
But
put
Zephyr said you can do it on other channels. I'm
You
gonna try
can.
it. Let me see who's streaming.
See, he's doing the trust but verify.
Restream,
Mid
Jeff,
bro.
restream yourself trying so we can all see it work.
I'm sorry, midlife bro logic.
This is my favorite one. It says, I am shutting up.
Oh, I didn't say that.
It
I
did.
said,
It totally let me type it on his channel.
Yep. It's only because you put out there, you manifest that you're demonic and you're not allowed to capitulate.
I have the right to
devil
be
takes your
demonic. I'm not hurting anybody.
And the devil who says he's the king of demonic, he's got the right to tell you what to do. By any
So you
means
think
necessary.
Satan,
No,
Daddy Satan doing it?
it's the AI. It's the AI, which we all know is the devil's work. The AI on the YouTubes is saying, no. You signed up with us. You're not capitulating for anything else. You don't be silly. That's what's happening.
But the
Come
darkness
back
is
Let
to
me
the
try
light,
another
Jeff.
channel. Who else is streaming? Neurojack.
Go right. Stop looking at people that are nice because it's going to work. Start looking at the evil ones and see if you can put it in
I
there.
try. I thought I was doing a pretty good job of finding the evil ones. Or they find me, rather.
my father.
Why is it not allowed? This bothers me so hard. Okay, let me type it on Neurojax.
Right, let's go.
I told
So,
you.
Joe, question.
Yeah.
That card your character is holding, that image. I thought it was a Magic Gathering card.
And OTW. Let me type
It's a role playing card. Yeah, it says ambush, snare attack, and then on the inside there, it's got swine flu montage with the borough of Boriston Ness, i.e. Echo Hotel 5-1. Their Sin Mutu crest for the town, basically, because I live in
somebody's
Boris.
getting all this.
What role-playing game was that?
I can't even remember. It was made honestly, it was made about 20 years ago, bro. It's actually
Is it Cards for Humanity?
It's a normal card. The normal card is actually the Joker card, and it's just been modified with Photoshop. I just can't remember the game. It's probably Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, let me see your
Whatever.
video. I might know. Hang on.
You'll not be able to see it right, to be fair.
No,
It's
I
a
don't
snare
know. It
card.
looks like a magic
It
derivative.
looks like a magic card.
It is. It's like a role-playing game. I think it might have been Dungeons and
Magic
Dragons
Gathering.
3 years ago, to be fair. I can't remember. It's a
I played
long
Magic
time when
Gathering.
it got made.
I have a
didn't
bunch
play
of
the
magic
games,
cards.
to be fair. I think
don't
you'll
play
have
it, though.
tarot cards as well, Zypher. You look the type that would have tarot cards and dabble
I
in their
do.
Oh
kilt.
yeah, she
I
used
do.
to.
That's what I do for my job.
You're for
She's a
fuck's sake.
professional reader.
For
Really?
30 plus
Yeah, you're
years,
good, Joe.
I've been reading.
I know.
She,
You can tell.
You,
You know.
you read that one guy on here like last time. It was good. You read mine too. It was pretty accurate.
Yeah,
See,
I
some
got
people
new
say.
cards from my
You
mom.
said I was
Some-
going to have trouble with the woman, and sure enough,
Did
See,
you?
the thing is, though, right? The thing is, though, Jeff, right? When you think about it,
it
right?
don't take tarot
If
cards
the
to
game,
predict that, though.
if the game between good and bad is free will, right? Yeah. Then how is it these clairvoyants can tell you what to do?
Well,
don't
there's
tell
Is
me
like
it
the
because?
trump card.
Wait. Let me finish. Is it because they really do talk to people in the afterlife, right? And if so, are these people in heaven where they shouldn't be interfering, or are they trapped here, maybe in hell, where they get to manipulate us as demonic enterprises?
So your relatives
I
might be in
think-
hell trying to manipulate you. Be careful.
Or it could
when
just
you're
be.
having
It could just be.
seances or play a Ouija
It
board.
could just be. Or it could just be a demonic presence that would know things because it's fucking here and fucking about with us like
and
the
it's
devil says he
imitating your
does.
relative, like in
I've
Poltergeist.
never met
Yeah.
anything scarier
Yeah.
than myself.
But that's because you're already dead inside, maybe.
Where?
You could be dead inside since you're already talking with the dead.
I didn't know that you were still going.
Well,
Wait,
I think she's
live
talking to
drama,
somebody
hang
else.
on.
I don't think she's talking to. I don't think she's talking to the dead person there saying, I don't think you were still alive, bro.
Oh no, this sounds very live.
Sorry. I have a tendency to take the piss too much, eh?
Oh dang. Okay. Well, she has the right to go deal with her private drama.
Yeah, man. Well, the thing is, it's at where I stay is Lord Hamilton's lands, and that's the guy that went to go and stop the pirates in NASA for England and failed. You know, Black Sails, the TV series. That's the land
Yeah.
that the Lord Hamilton, the guy that failed, Lord Hamilton. Yeah, I live in his lands. This is where Rabbie Burns called it the arsehole of Scotland, because once Lord Hamilton failed, the Ku Klux Klan moved in and started moving the slave trade through this postcode.
The Ku
This
Klux
municipal.
Klan. I thought they were from
Yep.
America.
Nah, there's only one Ku Klux Klan in the UK, Edinburgh, the birthplace of everything. See, when you look at our General Lee flag, does it not just look like a Scotland solitaire inverted in blood? Does that make sense? What is white is now red, and what is blue is now, you know what I mean? That makes sense. If you look at a General Lee, yeah, and the seven
You call it
stars, all the
General Lee
stars.
flag, this
Well,
flag.
it is. It's what it is, isn't it?
I mean, it's the same basic shape.
It's a solitaire inverted in blood, and those stars are the 7 Scottish plantations. They're the Catholics that refused to go to the Battle of Derry for the Royal Scots, and they all died discovering the Bahamas after kicking the hell out of the Indians in Texas, to be fair. That's why at the Battle of Derry, back when Big Bonnie Prince Charlie lost, yeah? When Big William the Orange came over and kicked him out for Normandy, because he says, nah, you're not getting that.
You sure
Right,
you're not
and-
Scottish?
No, I know my history. I know my regimental history. You can, like, you know what I mean. I was in the Royal Scots. I'm ex-army. I left when I was 21. I never got diagnosed until I was 35 either, Jeff. That's why I always just thought I was a bit of an arsehole.
Did you
You know what I
make
mean?
it through the army, or they kicked you out?
Yeah, no,
No.
Jeff. I've got medals and everything, Jeff. Put it this way, Jeff. I was in an infantry battalion, and for the last year, they said I was an accountant. Wink, wink. How many infantrymen do you think turn into an accountant for the last year, or do you think I was just really good at taking numbers off the list? subtracting, Jeff.
That's probably the autism.
Nah, it's probably the Asperger syndrome and the paranoid personality disorder that will turn around and say any more than two
Oh, you have a
coincidences.
personality disorder along with it?
Yep.
Which
Yep,
one
got
is
a paranoid personality disorder. Doesn't mean you're paranoid. It means
Oh
you
my
will not
God,
let
you
things
are
slide.
like by far not the most paranoid people in the Panelverse compared to
No,
you.
but the thing is, paranoid personality disorder doesn't mean you're paranoid. It means that if you won't let something go, if something's no right, I'll not let it go. Even if it's easier to let it go and there'd be less
That
problems,
sounds
I'm
more
like,
like
nah.
obsessive compulsive,
Nah, obsessive compulsive
So,
which could
disorder is
so,
also
slightly
be part
different.
of the autism.
hold on, Jeff.
Yeah.
So, paranoid personality disorder is a mental
Yeah.
condition characterized by a pervasive distrust and suspicion of others, where individuals often believe others are trying to harm, exploit, or deceive them, even without
Yep.
sufficient evidence. This
He
leads
doesn't
to a
seem like
significant
that though.
difficulty.
Yeah. But you've got to realise, Jeff, right? I also got taught as reconnaissance company, any more than two coincidences, it's not a coincidence. You're going to get blown up off the IRA. See, what you got to realise, you've always got to have a distrust on human beings. You know why? Because human beings are evil.
Well, they can be.
And
I mean,
no, they all are.
evil is subjective, but they can be
They all
destructive,
are. Push them in the right direction, and every human being will
or
flip.
sometimes even just all on their own.
Of course, that could be through psychedelics or too much alcohol, even just
Or
getting
just
told
born that
no
way.
too many times. Well, I don't believe that. I believe you are part of your product of environment, but I do believe your genetics will play a part. I mean, there's a great, it's in America, you'll be able to find this. They've discovered that, like, I can't remember if it's sociopath or sociopath, like, what's the other one? Psychopath and sociopath, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of them, they did a study in America, they found that one of the two types, can't remember which one it was, had a certain spot in their brain that was active. And one of the universities were like, "Oh, look, we've noticed it, but we'll need to do a blind test, like as a sample type thing." And they found in one of the universities that one person had that little active thing, and then when they looked at it, it turned out it was the guy that was doing the test.
Oh, I remember
But
that. Yeah.
right, but when they went and asked his family, they had never manifested anything violent, no tendencies, nothing like that. But when they went and asked his family, they were like, "Well, I've never actually seen him smile. I've never seen him seem happy, actually."
He's
So
probably bored.
it could be genetic, but I think it's also part of your environment. I think it's a 50-50 split, Jeff. Do you know? I think so.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of opinions about nature versus nurture. But I think things like empathy and a conscience, or at least the ability to develop one, seems to be innate, and some people just don't have the gray matter required.
Well, I don't know. I mean, autism and being a sociopath are very grey-lined. Empathy is
Yeah,
the
there
only
is. There's what I
difference.
call autistopaths, which
Well,
it's autism that almost is indistinguishable from sociopathy.
most autistic people do have empathy, though, Jeff. It's only a small niche that don't.
And some neurotypicals don't. So it's not
Mhm.
even.
That's what I'm saying. So it can't just be genetic, because autism comes down the line. Yeah, both my sons are autistic and they've got different mums, so clearly it's my fault.
But
Yeah,
it doesn't manifest all in the same way for
no,
each
of
one.
course, of course,
So even
but
even genetically, there's variation.
of course, but you ever
Oh,
heard of
let's see.
ADHD, Jeff?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got COPD.
and
Right? Do you believe it?
ADHD.
Do you think it exists? Do you think it's real?
Yeah, I work with. Well, I believe these are all fuzzy categories. That's why I focus on the particular trait.
Right. Okay. Do you believe?
What
Do you
are we
believe?
observing
Okay.
phenomenologically?
All right. All right. That's perfect then, right? Because that leads me on. Because if you work with people with
Leads to it.
ADHD, you'll know that ADHD is a Scotland thing from Edinburgh. It was 84 to 85 that Dr. Ken Aitken, I think it was, yeah, Royal Sick Kids and Ashley Ainsley's did a thesis for 36 individuals in it, all between 4 and 5 for a year and a half. They kept them there, eh? They did all the E numbers and all the rest of it. He also was quite evil, guys. He had one big dormitory with doors at each end and big mirrors at each side of the doors, Jeff, yeah? Because you can. And what they would do, right, because I was there, Jeff. So how is it I was on the ADHD 18-month thesis as a child, still made the army, still made medals when they told me I wouldn't be able to do that? That's interesting, isn't it? Because I had to go through all that stuff, and what they did, right, was quite evil. Was on your birthday, your parents would come in, Jeff, with a big cake for everybody to get a bit. But that week of your birthday, do you know what they would do, guys? They'd say, nope, no E's for you this week. You're on Robinson barley water and Edam cheese. And then they would ask, oh, why is that child battering all 35 children?
This
Because he's
does
not
all
getting a
sound
bit of his
weird.
cake. But that's what it is, Jeff. Now, anyway,
The
repeatable
ADHD
science.
school would do this?
No, that was the very first thesis that turned hyperactivity and epilepsy into ADHD in the 80s, Jeff. Now, since that thesis, Jeff, there's been multiple other theses done around the world. And the funny thing that I think's weird is there's not one repeatable science on any of them. And the last I heard, Jeff, when I was at school doing biology and physics and chemistry and that, in St Thomas the Aquins and Forster High School, yeah, both of them, I heard that if there's no repeatable science, it ain't fucking real.
Well, the neurotypicals and clinicians are not an authority on ADHD to me, so I don't take
who would
anything
be?
they say with any more weight than I would anything else, because I have the thing, so I have my own self I can reference it to.
When did you get diagnosed? What year?
They weren't diagnosing that when I was growing up.
Well,
I got diagnosed
well,
as well. I'm
what
trying
age
to
are you?
answer. I'm
What age
trying
are
to
you?
answer.
Sorry, I'm hard work. I can't.
Okay. I got diagnosed with giftedness in the first grade. That's what it showed up as in the school system I was in. But they weren't looking for things like autism and ADHD back then. They barely were discovering what that even was. But I remember when it used to be ADD and it got changed to ADHD, and now there's different types of ADHD: hyperactive,
Yep.
inattentive.
Yep. Do you
And
know what I noticed,
autism
right?
keeps changing too. That tells
Yep,
me
of course.
they haven't homed in on something concrete
Or,
enough to know what they're talking about. They're feeling around.
Or, thing is, hyperactivity has repeatable science. Epilepsy has repeatable science. Autism has repeatable science, but ADHD doesn't.
Autism is a category with a lot of subtraits.
Yep.
And an autistic person will have a different mix of those. That's why I don't find the category itself helpful. I find the different traits more helpful to talk about. Same with ADHD.
Well, I believe
Because you can give me 5 kids with ADHD and it's going to look different
Mhm.
in each one of those 5 kids. And I'm going to have to do
Yep.
a different thing with each kid.
But if you just said all the 5 kids had autism, right, you'd have to do the exact same thing you're doing for ADHD.
Yeah.
Right. The only difference is, in my country, the MMR came out the same time as they actually started doing their thesis. I actually believe that they thought I was ADHD, but clearly I wasn't, because the military would have weeded me out and I wouldn't have actually got fast-tracked. Eh? It was the Asperger syndrome. If it's logical, I'll go do it. Yeah? If it seems right, I'm doing it. I'm not really interested if it's bad or no. If I'm getting paid to do it and you give me a good enough reason for doing it, I'm going to go and do it. You know, I'll do bad things for good reasons, and I will have empathy at the end of it. So I know I've not got a sociopath. I will sit and say the greater good to get my head around it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. But I think everybody that has ADHD is actually autistic, because I didn't get diagnosed until I was 35.
There's a
Jeff.
big overlap because a lot of the traits are similar, or they're the same trait, just classified a different way depending on who's classifying it.
Well, I know that in the UK that if you've got ADHD as a child, right, they pay you disability and all that kind of stuff. But as an adult, they tell you to go F off. And I think the real reason for that, Jeff, is the government know that ADHD ain't real, but they're willing enough to pay it for when they're children, because they're really hard work and mummy and dad kind of need a little bit of help. So they're paying the mother and father off with a child disability to shut up and not ask too many questions, like they do with everything else, like the furlough and all the rest of it. That was so you didn't actually think about things and just sat on your ass and didn't do nothing.
Oh, did you just cut out? I think you did, or me. One of us cut out.
I says when they're adults, they don't get a payment, Jeff. Here, it's very, very.
Somebody does not want us to have this information because you keep cutting out.
Yep,
Internet
he
tech.
does.
Sorry, I'll stop saying it. Obviously, somebody says no. You get me? I just know that if you go research the UK, you'll find that
Well,
adults
here in
don't get paid.
America, if you're a kid, you usually need the diagnosis to access certain educational services. That's the
Yep.
main reason people go and seek out a formal diagnosis. But as an adult, unless you're applying for some kind of program or benefit or medical care or whatever that requires a diagnosis, most adults don't have a need for a formal diagnosis like a kid would in the educational system.
Yeah, I get that, right? But
And
the
so it really
diagnosis you
depends
get.
on the purpose of what you need the diagnosis for.
So
The
let me read this to you real quick. Let me read this to you. So ADHD and autism are distinct neurodevelopmental conditions that can share the same overlapping symptoms, making diagnosis very challenging.
That tells me
Yeah.
that they have not gotten their categories
Or
refined and clarified enough.
or they just tell everybody they've got ADHD instead of autism because the MMR jab actually caused all the problems in the early 80s. But they don't want to tell you that, even though America says that caused autism. All your studies in America tell you that. But in the UK, since we invented the MMR, no you, we still say it's good. But it's a bit like how America sold us bad blood in the 80s and never tell us to 96 and everybody got AIDS and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And that
This is
was
what I'm
blood that you
talking
weren't allowed to
about.
sell in
People
America.
show up with 3 or 4 of these traits, and the diagnostician has to figure out which like, is he ADHD? Is he gifted? Is he? And depending on who you go to, you're going to come up with a different opinion from each person because you're dealing with traits that are much more granular than the categories allow for. But people
Or,
want these labels because they're the gatekeeping device they use for funding and services. So they
of
need
course,
specific larger category diagnoses like ADHD or autism to get them. But when you're actually working with people and the condition itself, you're working with these individual traits and they're different for each person.
of course, of course. But my point is, right, if you believe for 1 second the military testing and the aptitude tests that they're doing, right, yeah, wouldn't have picked up on what my issues was. That's why within a year I was reconnaissance company for rifle platoon within a year, right? That's quite quick, to be fair.
It was
You know
the
what I mean?
military that discovered it in you?
No, well, it was the military that diagnosed it on me when I was 35 later on
Oh,
in
okay.
life, right? It was the
Because
MOD
they're
that did
also
that.
looking for a specific reason because they're trying to filter their people into where they need. So
Yeah.
their diagnostic tools are going to be geared toward
The, the,
their
the,
particular needs.
whatever you're using, right, would have came from the government first. Whatever anybody uses would have came from
Not
the government first.
necessarily. It could come from research
Well,
institutions too,
research,
universities, or
of,
independent individuals that develop their own models.
of course, but it's all. Well, my country anyway. Remember, like when
Oh,
I grew
right.
up,
Y'all are.
you get what I mean. In my country, we are like we're hardcore. Like there's more CCTV cameras in the UK than what there is in Texas. And you can get 5 UKs in Texas, guys. But you get what I'm saying, right? We are pretty much a surveillance state, but then we're really good at that tech, along with satellites and GPS and the internet and just everything else that you got in the world that you use today.
All right,
All came
guys.
from Scotland.
Hey,
You know?
Joe, nice meeting you.
You too.
Hopefully,
Taking
I
we
off,
hope you.
Eddie.
see you again. Gen
I
X
I'm
hope you
Jeff,
glad
have
you
guys.
a.
stopped by. Have a good journey.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to say I only caught a bit of what you said earlier, but I hope you have a pleasant journey and you know it's. I know it's not going to be good, but I hope it's good. If you get what I mean, I know it's not
I
going to
hope
be
it's
good, but I hope.
meaningful.
Yeah, that's the best word, man.
closure. Yes. All right. You guys
All
take
right,
care.
Salu, check back in with us.
Whereas, man.
All right.
You know.
You
Well, that's just
sick?
my opinion. No, I've got COPD.
Oh. Well, that's sick. That sounds like
Well, it's
unwellness to me.
what is it? What is it after COPD? There's no influenza because that's the fucking cold. It's something else. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get any better. You know what I'm saying? But I still do my breathing exercises and take the dugout, and I'm still here, eh? You know.
Well, I enjoyed the conversation today. I think it was very informative.
It's
So
different.
this is some of the conversations that I was hoping to have when I started this channel. So thank you for that. Do you have anything that you want to leave our audience with?
Nah, man. I only popped
In,
up because I was bored.
oh, because you're bored. Okay. Well, I
Well,
hope
no,
you have.
I was bored and I was listening. I was listening to your conversation. That, like, there was a couple of points we were talking about with the grifting and all that kind of stuff. I just think sometimes that people kind of they make it easy to be grifted, if that makes sense, because they're too.
And also grifters only work because people give them the money. So it's not
That's what I'm
even
saying. Yeah,
just the grifters themselves. It takes an audience gullible enough
yeah, that's what
to
I'm
want to
saying.
be
That's what I'm saying.
grifted.
That's what I'm saying. I know it's shit when you think, because we got it in the UK sometimes. Like during the flu season, folk were collecting money to go and deliver sandwiches to homeless people, and you know how much money they've collected because you can sit and watch all the donations go in. It's not hard to count. You know what I mean? And then when you go and watch the video where they're handing out the sandwiches, you're like, there's £1,000 worth of donations easy, and it looks like you've got £120 worth of sandwiches, you scamming cunt. It didn't cost that much to turn up. If you get what I mean, it's not like they were taking out sleeping bags, so that kind of thing's annoying. But I think in
Well,
this day and
speaking of
age, you have to
grifting, I
expect it.
have a Ko-fi link. It's in the channel description. There's my Cash App. We accept memberships. We accept super chats. So make it rain, people. This is paying the. This is. I want this to be able to pay the bills at some point, so I can keep coming out here and hanging
You've
out
got to
with
tell
all
them,
you
Jeff.
freaks and weirdos.
Tell them that you work with people with ADHD and they need fucking Crayolas.
To eat.
They need crayons. They need crayons, bro.
Crayons. I'm grifting
They
for
need crayons.
crayons.
Give me your
I
crayons.
am trying to make money. I'm just so bad at it. I need to get better at the grift, actually. If anyone has any grifting tips, send them my way. Because I always forget to promote my shit. I also have a practice. You can have one-on-one with me if you're trying to develop or work on any personal goals. I'm a certified peer counselor, but I really think of myself more as a self-empowerment coach. So if you have any issues in those areas you're working on and you need somebody to help you along or bounce things off of or workshop with, I'm a good person to talk to about that. So check my links out. Send something my way if you're inspired or moved to, and I'm going to keep the grift going. So I'll be out here again tomorrow, grifting and doing my devil magic, my satanic thing.
You should get yourself a link.
No, I'm not lying. I might be bullshitting a little bit, but I'm definitely not lying. Lying is hard for me. It's a lot of work. Usually it's easy for me to just open up my mouth and let whatever's in my brain fall out of it. Lying's too hard to. It's a double track. It takes two processing tracks to keep up with. And
It's
I
too
work
much
much
hassle.
better on a single track with like a bunch of side tracks that I can spin off to. But that's different than the tracks that are required for lying.
You would have to actually get yourself a notepad to keep note of everything, basically. What you said
Yeah,
to
I'm
who.
not.
And it's too much hassle. It's mere hassle, and there's no worth in it, Jeff, is there? If you get what I mean. That's but the biggest issues with autism for people is if there's no worth in it for them, they're like, nah, that's not going to get any good for me. I'm not doing that.
I
It's
need to
just not
get
going to
better at
happen.
grifting from autistic people because
But
they're not
what I
going to do
do is hyperlink your see your coffee link. Then you have it as coffee link, right? Change it so it's got a hyperlink and just call it grifter link. Give me your coin.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Just be honest.
Because I'm not trying to deceive anybody. I'm the opposite.
No, no,
I'm
no.
trying
When
to
they
be
click it,
completely
if
open
I
and transparent about every
if
single
I
thing
was
I do to the
monetized,
point of
if I was
boredom.
monetized, right? If I was monetized, that's what I would do. I would just call it a grifter link, and then when you click the grifter link, it would
Yeah, I
take you to a
might do
Ko-fi
that.
page, and then call the
I've,
other one grifter link too. And when you click that, it will take you to your PayPal. You'll get
that's a
folk
good
that will actually
idea.
click it, then laugh, and then just chuck in a 20 pence or a $20 or whatever, man.
Yeah.
People prefer the
Maybe
honest
people start
way.
using it if they know it's a grifter link.
Yeah,
Because right now it's
100%.
just collecting dust. So.
You
All
need to
right,
get
Joe.
you'll need to get the demonic witch's broom out and dust it off then.
Oh yeah, I could send one of my familiars to do it.
One of your
One of my
heathens.
imps. Yes.
Right, I'm off. Enjoy your day. It's been fun.
You too,
Laters.
Jobo.
Laters,
Daniel
laters.
Barry, good to see you. You're. I'm wrapping up, but always nice to see you. But see, so when people accuse people of grifting, they're accusing them of lying about something about their content too, as well. That's what flips them over to the grifter category. Not just that they're asking for money, because like YouTube is set up for channels to get monetized, and then you're able to accept. In fact, you have no choice. Like I can't. There's no option to deny super chats. So if somebody sends me money, it goes into my YouTube account, and I have no way to reject it. I'm forced to take it. And so part of it is just the structure of YouTube's monetization system. Actually, Helena, that's a great point because I'm running into the opposite issue. You know, I live in those two worlds, the real world and then this internet cyber world. And this feels like the more real, like this is me when I'm most myself. And when I'm in the real world, I have to adapt and I can't fully be how I am on YouTube. I have to like modify it just a little bit. I can't give them the full Gen X Jeff in real life. So this feels like the reality, and the performance feels like when I'm in real life, the performance feels like how I have to hold some of this back. It's a little bit of masking. And I don't know why I do that because they can go on like at some point if you're like this on YouTube and anybody can see it, why would like what's stopping you from being this way in real life? Because they can just go see this. Like you can't hide this. But there's still real life interaction is different, and I've tried to be as much of this as I can, but there's still a limit to how much real life people can handle to it. So this feels like less the performance and more like the real thing. Hey Ricardo, happy Monday. You're just in time to watch me wrap up. It's actually early here, so I may do another stream later tonight. Maybe one of my fireside chats. I haven't done those in a while. And I'll probably definitely be out tomorrow. So look for me one of those times and places. It was great hanging out, great conversation. Eddie, I always appreciate when you drop by. And Jobo, I'm really starting to kind of enjoy you as a guest too. You actually contributed a lot of substance today. So it was a good conversation to have. Thanks everybody. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you whenever the next one is. Take care. Hail Satan. I'm going to keep rocking these Baphomet horns. Thank you for rocking them with me. With that, out.